So this video is going to walk you through some warm-ups. I'm going to give you some technical advice along the way, so it might take a little longer than usual. However, I'm going to release another video right after this that'll take you directly through the warm-up so you can do it in a very short amount of time. So first, let's make sure you have good posture. Remember, to do good posture, you could do a ragdoll kind of exercise if you're standing, and that's where you drop to the floor and slowly come up until your head rests comfortably on your shoulders. You want to make sure that you're not slouched. You want to make sure that your shoulders aren't back like this either. If you're sitting, sit up straight. You may want to pretend there's a string at the top of your head going to the ceiling, just lightly holding you in place. It's always a good idea to have a mirror in front of you. While you can't see it, I do have a mirror in front of me so that I can see all of my facial expression, see what I'm doing with my face, and that way I can correct. And you'll probably notice me correct throughout the warm-ups. I mean, this has worked for me too. So once you've got your posture correct, you may also want to make sure you're breathing right. Just remind yourself, you're not supposed to breathe like this. Take a good singer's breath. That means your belly is going to look like it's expanding. Okay? So now that we've got those things in mind, posture and breathing, we're just going to do some humming. This is very easy on the voice. It's a good way to start warming up. And in fact, let's just go ahead, do it with me. Don't leave me looking silly by myself. All right, now let's sing some hums. All right, just going down the scale like this. Good posture, nice big singer's breath. Now when you're humming, you're going to want to make sure that your jaw is very relaxed. It might feel a little uncomfortable to your lips to hum. It's probably going to feel very buzzy, might make you sneeze. I mean, it can be somewhat uncomfortable if you're doing it correctly. Just keep at it, stay relaxed. If it feels slightly uncomfortable and buzzy, probably means you're doing it right. Also, on this, since we're approaching it from the top, you want to make sure to give some good energy to that top note. But by energy, I don't mean loud. By energy, I mean just making sure you're thinking of the note before you're singing it, being aware of that note, being present while you're singing it. It's really easy to just phone in warm-ups, especially humming. And by phoning in, I mean just, I'm humming, it's easy, right? Well, give it your all, okay? It really will show up in the end. All right, so let's do that some more. Energy on the top note. Nice big singer's breath. Good. Now give me a nice Good. So what we're doing is we're taking it from that high to a middle, because now we're going to go down. Starting here with the humming. Ready? Big singer's breath. Good. So you should be breaking into chest voice there. So we're really just warming up the middle section of the voice. We're not going too high, we're not going too low. Now that we've done some humming, let's open it up into a narrow vowel. By narrow vowel, I mean oo or e, or even a very narrow a. But oo and e is what we're going to stick with at first. You'll notice on both of these vowels, I keep them very closed and very puckered. So that's an oo, e. See how they look very similar, very rounded, very puckered. You should feel like a fish, okay, when you're singing these the correct way. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, the same set of notes, but let's start out on a moo. So it's like a cow. Moo. Ready? It's going to sound like this. And on these exercises, you really want to focus on keeping it connected, just like the humming. That's why we do the humming first. It's very connected, connected by the breath. It's a healthy way of singing. So this is just an extension, of the humming. So it's going to sound like this again. Ready? Good. Let's keep going. Good. So we've reached our high point. Let's go back down and, go back down, and to get there we have to do a moo, moo. Do that with me. Moo. All right, good. So let's start here, and this time we're going to go down. Same thing with the moo. Keep it very closed and puckered. Big breath. Very good. Okay, so let's do something that's a little more energized, a little more movement, a little more fun and engaging. And I like to call them popcorns. The fun thing about popcorns is that they're quick. And we're literally going to do it on a pop, 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 pop. What I want you to visualize during this practice is popcorn popping out of the corn kernel. If you've never seen this, please go buy yourself some corn and pop it. I want you to mimic that energy. It takes a lot of energy for these kernels to pop into popcorn, and that's what I want you to do. So let's try it. These take a lot of focus, believe it or not, okay? Just pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Good. Now you may notice as you get higher, that high note just splatters, or maybe even one of your middle notes is sounding a little iffy. You have to have the same amount of devotion and energy on each note, not just on the high one, not just on the first one, and certainly not on the middle one. Give them all their equal attention. You can't just start with high energy and just be like, pop, 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 pop. That doesn't work, okay? So let's do a oh. Oh, do that with me. Oh, good. So we're going to start down here. Ready? We're going to go down this time on the pops. Pop, 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 pop. 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 Ooh, that last one was a little difficult for me. All right, so you may notice that sometimes during this drill, I get a little low. This might be too low for you. Just stop singing, it's fine. Or you can even take it up the octave. So when I'm playing down here, pop, 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 you might be singing pop, 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 pop. Okay, so I'm just going to try to cover the regular range here, and I'm going to leave it up to you to know where you need to drop out. Feels uncomfortable, drop out. These are warm-ups. They're meant to help your voice not hurt it in any way. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a little bit of stretching. By stretching, we mean something like this. as we go along, these warm-ups get more and more difficult. You may be noticing. So there are a couple of things you want to think of on this warm-up. First is breathing correctly. You're going to be getting pretty high on these, so make sure that you're getting that low breath. Your belly's extending like an inner tube around your belly, okay? Then you're going to think about your first vowel. The first vowel is an E. That E is a closed vowel. It's a small vowel. Make sure it's forward. Your mouth should be puckered, and your tongue should be out your teeth. Yep. I'm not afraid to look silly on the video. Okay. So, the first note is an E. And the second note, we're going to slide up to it, is an ah. When you get up there, your tongue stays in the same place, still kind of attached to your bottom teeth. But you need to drop your jaw. I don't mean push down your jaw. Don't push it down so hard that it's way more open than it should be. It should be a nice, relaxed ah, okay? It should be bigger than usual. It's like if the doctor asked you to say ah. That's what you would do for him, okay? Let's try it. Nice big breath. Probably going to want to stand up. I can't stand up because I'm recording, and trust me, my sound would be much better if I were standing. So please stand at this point if you're sitting. Another thing you need to remember is that this does not have to be a big, loud warm-up. In fact, it's probably better if it's soft. As most of my students know, I have a really hard time being quiet. I'm very loud. So please disregard me. Let it be soft, okay? Let it be light. Light is the word, okay? Especially as we get higher. So, I just violated one of my rules. When we're singing this high, I shouldn't be talking down here. I should be talking up here. All right, so for the rest of this warm-up, I'm going to sound like Julia Childs. And you should do the same. All right, E-I-Es. You should be standing at this point. E-I-E. Excuse me. All right, so we can go back down. I'm going to do a little bit of an oh, oh. Do that with me. Oh, oh. Are you noticing a trend here? All right, so let's start down here. We're going to go a little low. If you'd like, you can sit back down, but it's always a good idea to stand when you're warming up. All right? right, so you've warmed up 2 octaves. You should be basically ready to sing and practice your song right now. If you're looking for other warm-ups to really help you with range or dynamic, something like that, there are more of those to come. This is my first video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can send me an email at sing.with.ollie@gmail.com. If you aren't a current student and you would like to sign up for lessons, you can also shoot me an email. I do in-home, in-studio, and online voice lessons. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a wonderful day.